It shouldn't really matter. You know what? This was a mistake. I forgot that this was the concrete jungle. Fuck. Fuck. I should have used this while I... Oh, man. Good thing the Acheron is so fucking strong. You know what? Fuck it. Oh, man. I'm so used to using Dragon. Man. The music is probably a bit loud. I'll turn it down. Just a sec. Holy lag. If my internet doesn't hold up, I might just fucking DC in the middle of this lair, but I'm hoping I don't. Internet's been really, really spotty lately, so... I don't know why we're killing these guys, actually, like... None of this really matters. We're just here to kill cats. Kill Jester. Bro, it's a fucking haze bomb. Leave me alone. There should be... I missed because I'm fucking stupid. Not paying attention moment. poison, lol. Neat. Now the reason why I'm not advertising this to my guildmates is because I don't want to involve them in whatever fucking politics that I have. And you might be like, why? Why are you talking about politics in the middle of Spiral Knights? You never know. Conversation might come up. And also I don't want them to see my history. Because these guys are very liberal. They are very... like, they have all the traits of a liberal. It would not shock me that if they would just ban me out of, like, oh yeah, you know, you're not as liberal as us. You know, the infinite purity test they love playing. I'm holding control, by the way. I don't know why the lock-on's not working. Dude, that's just gonna go backwards, you fucking idiot. See, Magnum is unique in that the bullet carries enemies only towards the back-facing part of an direction. Like, so say if an enemy is directly facing me, it'll just go backwards. Right? It'll go backwards. It's simple as that. But if it's facing, like... Okay, so, for example, let's say I'm attacking from the west of an enemy and the enemy is facing the east. It'll just fly back into me, and thus the bullets will, like, the bullet won't hit the enemy multiple times. It's just a wasted bullet. It's just a really poor mechanic. But you know, don't let them know that, because I'm just vibing. I'm just a little guy. I'm just having fun. Or if you're gonna use a weapon, at least use it properly. I'm about to be fucking roasted, be like, oh, but you're not using your fucking gun properly, because it's not like, you're not using charge attacks. Yeah, and do you see the rate that they're killing at? It's a very casual guild, unfortunately. Or rather, maybe fortunately, because at least I don't have to take everything too seriously. But I also don't like spending more money on what could be torturous. Holy flag. Yeah, this guy is a funny player. This bacon guy. I need to keep an eye on that. Or is it Nerf Aggron? It might be Acheron. Okay, let's not move that way. Because clearly they want to move into that corner without telling me. It's not that there's like a voice chat in this game or anything. At least not one that everybody uses. Dude, you can do without the mouse 1 spam. I get it, you know it's strong, but like also like... I'd rather not die. You know, I have an emergency revive, but it's very easy to die. Unfortunate. No cats. Those are rocks down there. I bet it must be freaky seeing my account like this after, like, I stopped streaming Spiral Knights. Because it's been so long. Say that again. It's been so long. Oh my god, is that the LARPing tombstone? No. Anyways, it's been so long since I last streamed Spiral Knights. I'm just gonna extend. Among Us. Right side's bonus. Why are we not going bonus? I'm just gonna go bonus. Screw you guys, I'm going bonus. Bonus looks like a lot of fun. Since they were already like doing bonus over on their side, so I mean like, what I mean side. Man. What? That's bonus? Okay, well, cool. I can't believe they were at bonus and I was at correct route. Thank you, speed buff. Okay, whatever. Nothing. Cool. I'm so glad I went all the way around just for this. Let's take a look. I have 12k CR. I can only afford one 10k CR recipe. Sucks. I'm on my way. Grandpa's slow as fuck and getting stuck on explosive boxes like an idiot. I missed. Holy shit! The hammer is such a fun weapon. I'm so sad that there aren't aren't very many weapons, not any weapons, that act like it. You know, with a multi-hit charge. Would be cool. I like the way it interacts with particular heavier enemies. Anyways, what do you call it? Spiral Knights is going through something of like a renaissance, like a new renaissance. Let's see. Look at yeah, DTB. I can't spell. going to take Wildfire, and I'm going to take... I need Piercing. I'm gonna take an actual proper shield. Give me a sec. Oh, I'm jerking it. Cool. My DC. Holy. Cool. Cool. I'm so glad. Something... I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna bother. What a waste of time. It's so dumb. I don't know why the game is... Whatever. Cool. So it isn't just me. Fantastic. I was hoping this wouldn't happen, because, like, I'm still live. So that means my connection's, like, okay. Okay, you know what, actually, this might actually be worth doing. Whatever. Why won't this open? I'm gonna see if I can get support actually, because this is actually such a spit in the face. Is Windows 11 doing Windows 11 things again? I'm so sick and tired of this fucking game just shitting on me. Bro. Having trouble starting. What do you mean having trouble? Windows 11 moment. Cool. I can't even... Can I open this? Gonna send my stream. This is so dumb. Alright, I sent an email. Surely they fix it, haha. I don't have them on speed dial, unfortunately, so, you know, this isn't just going to be resolved immediately, I think. Oh my god. What a great stream, by the way. It's so good. Impromptu shadow lure, and it leads to me just sitting here fiddling with my thumbs. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? Yeah, I don't know how fast it... This might be cooked. Sorry. They aren't very fast. That's so cool. I mean, I can only assume, right? Like, it has to be optimization. I'm so sad. And I'm checking my email too, like I'm refreshing, I'm just sticking around. You know, in hindsight, I should have sent them my YouTube link because at least they could rewind. Man. This is so stupid. I just thought it would be fun to do fucking Shadow Lair, man. Didn't think I was gonna be fucking leeching off the guild. How much is a key again? 1440 this time. Divide by 4. It's like, what, 360? So, I guess I owe SAR like 360. Make it around 400. Yeah, oopsie poopsie, I DC'd. Sucks. Just gonna fucking, I'm actually fucking gonna crash out. I've been crashing like this the entire day too. Let me take a look. But I'm not too sure if it's just like me or if it's the game. It's really hard to tell. It's very depressing. Wrong. Man. Man. Okay. Unlucky. Whatever. Cool. Today is just not my day, huh? Ow. Oh, cool. What a waste of time. You know, let's put it into perspective. How bad this system is versus how good Warframe is. Warframe at least remembers the position that your frame was, or at least the what do you mean by position? I mean the server that your frame was, your character was in. Like the server or the host that you were with. But fucking Spiral Knights can't even do that. So sad. Anything to escape from editing. Okay, you know what? I don't know why I'm doing this, because I know that there's no cats that spawn here. Literally being an idiot right now. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Bro. That's the refreshing part about, like, being in a guild that's so nice like this, is that they're not, like, all about profits, so they'll, like, go out of their way to say stuff like this. I know it's, like, it might just be, like, a formality, but it's okay. I need to respond soon. Sucks. Man. I'll get one black cat to spawn and then I'll just, like, close the stream. 34 minutes of stream is so fucking sad. Like, imagine you get on, you try to play the fucking game, and then suddenly you DC. How annoying. Okay. Okay, cool ass lag. Guess I'll just try and find something else to do for today. I was going to complete editing and I didn't want to just sit in my room and edit all day because it would have fucking burnt me to death. Those who know versus those who don't know. I didn't want to do that. That's cool. Just want to shoot the fucking skeleton, man. Internet farted, I'm back, huh? Now I wonder, is that the same issue as me, or is that, like, just their internet? Because my internet's been okay for the most part. Though it's obviously very hard to tell, because, you know, the ISP can be very, very unpredictable. I think the last two spawns are after you light everything up. There's two cats that spawn at the end, but like, it's not worth it, because that room is particularly ass. Yeah, I've been getting really bad luck too, like no black cats at all. Oops. Oops. Like, you can see, like, I'm not having any issues so far. And then I enter the Shadow Lair and I immediately shit myself, like, hello. Yeah, totally not sussy at all. Paid product. People pay for this product. It should be fucking illegal. I believe people fucking pay to do Shadow Lairs just to fucking have fucking internet connections. Like, dude, come on. It's not even internet connections, it's just... Now that I think about it, is it internet connection? Like, is it like server not server optimization. Is it what do you call it? The optimization of the layer, or is it the optimization? Is it the optimization of the layer, or is it optimization of the servers? Because if it was optimization of the layer, then I would have just like my game would have crashed. But instead, all it did was just sent me back to the title screen. But it didn't say that I disconnected. But it also didn't take me back, so like... I think that's the weirdest thing. It didn't say anything. There was no warning of any sort or any disclaimer. There was no disclaimer that my night disconnected or anything. It was just a... Oh, you're back at the title screen. Like, if it was a disconnection by server, it would have said, like, you know, or by internet, it would have said, oh, like, you know, we couldn't connect to your Steam account. It would have said that. But it didn't. So I can only assume it's the game servers that are eating shit for some reason. But then, wouldn't it say something like game authentication didn't register? I'm not trying to fucking diagnose a like decade-old game like this is a nightmare. I think this is the last wave, so I'm gonna just swap. Holy shit. Not a single cat. You know, the game could at least apologize to me by dropping me a book. Because I killed like 100 BKs last time I was participating in this event. And got nothing. I mean, I didn't get nothing. I got 300 ancient pages, you know, which is something, but like, you know what I mean? I got nothing. Ow. That's not what I wanted to do, but okay. Cool. Not a single black cat. You might even think that I was playing the vanilla game. Yeah, I don't know. This is silly. I think I need to trigger this to get more yet. And none. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so depressed. This is saddening. Cool. Not a single black cat. Not even a single one. At this point, I'll just do the prestige mission and just, like, call it Lair and just, like, yeah. Yep, that's a black cat. Fuck. Not SL, because if it was SL, I would probably disconnect to random fucking alien things out of my control again. You goober. I'm troubleshooting it right now, so I'm just wondering. There are, like, maybe 4 more. It's like 4 more cats that can spawn here. Maybe 2 more cats over there. Unfortunate. There's 2 more cats that can spawn here. They're skeletons. SK files corrupted? How? There's no fucking way. Give me a second. I'm interested in this. I'm invested. GH owes me a fucking key and a half, I swear to God. No fucking way. One file failed to I have to uninstall it and reinstall it because it's fucking stupid. Oh my God. Try verifying. What a disgusting fucking state of affairs. This is so stupid. They beat it already? What? Oh, I'm so fucking mad. One file failed to verify for validating. I don't fucking know. We'll never know if this will. Dumb. What do you mean, mentor? Bro, Are you trying to do advertisement for me in my in the guild chat? Don't do that. Don't do that because I say political stuff and I don't want the guild in here. I don't want the guild in my chat. You're special, Midday, because you're I don't know, you seem chill enough. But I say a lot of political stuff. I don't want the guild in this chat. The guild is very, very opposed to my beliefs. And the last thing I want to do is get banned because I say I commit wrong thing. Let's not do that. Cool. Just... I don't trust the guild enough to advertise my chat. This guild is very sussy. A bunch of nice people on the surface, but we all know under the surface is an iceberg. Last thing I want to deal with is another iceberg. Fuck this. Run 10 miles and get my key. Collect my 7 pages. Everybody loves that. Cool. So I'm being told that like you can corrupt your files if you're like holy shit, is that a black cat? It's been 1 hour. Ow. Cool. Me on my way to get a black cat and not get a fucking book for my troubles. Grey Havens, if you can hear me, you fucking owe me a book. I killed 100 of these fucking cats. I killed 100 of them last event. Gave me nothing. Literally the only reason why I have a black cat cowl is because of my fucking friend donating one to me. So why are you saying you're streaming your POV? Well, I wanted to say I was streaming my Shadow Lair POV. Ow. But, you know, things happened. Now I'm just streaming my grievances. Like, I said it out loud. I said everything out loud. I didn't... Actually, you know what? I didn't say it in chat. Now that you say it. Now that I mention it. But yeah. Also, why can't you just type in my guild chat? Or... I guess it might have been just easier just to contact me like this, yeah. Cool. Notebook. Good to know I fucking spent like, what, 20 minutes on fucking random shit only for nothing to happen. Nothing ever happens, nothing ever happens. Can I please get a book? Cool. No, you said on the guild chat you were streaming it. Yeah, I know, but like I didn't say the specifics. I said it was my fault, yeah. Like, dude, I'm admitting my fault. I hear you? Yeah, I know. I'm saying it because, you know, it might be faster. There's no delay here. Well, I don't know how good your internet is, so I mean, like, I don't know. Oh. No delay? Yeah, well, do it look like I know what a JPEG is? See, like my internet isn't the issue. Like if I'm like able to stream to you. It's just Spiral that's fucking cucking me, because I love being cucked. I love sitting in the cuck chair. I love paying for a product that fucking doesn't work half the time. I didn't even pay for the product. I'm just fucking mad on behalf of other people. Oh, cool. Cool ember. Nice ember throw, dumbass. Ow. Man, I'm sad. Not that hard, man. Just make it fucking work, dude. Snake oil salesman. Fucking dumb. Just make your damn fucking game work. Me on my way to design another cosmetic. When I could just make this another armor line. Could you imagine if the HoloLight armor was like, I don't know, an armor's line with, like, stats? Couldn't be me. Could not be me. Could not be me. Like, all you have to do is just, like, say, can you imagine if this cosmetic line hollow like the lightspeed armor? No, hollow like as in like the armor that we got this summer. Like today. No, not today. Yesterday. With max MSI and CTR. Don't you isn't that GM? Isn't that GM gear? Don't we call that just Game Master? Bro. Okay, cool. Cool gun. Like Hollow Light. It's called Hollow Light. Oh my god, it's a BK after 10 minutes. Literally ridiculous. I don't know. These BK spawns are literally not working for me. I'm dead. Cool. Yippee, yippee, yippee. I mean, what if speed art? Oh, yeah. You're suggesting. You're suggesting if it was real. I thought you were talking about like a different like thing that might have already existed in the game. Yeah. No damage bonus, speed set. Good for early players. You can mix it with like chaos. Holy shit, is that another cat? Within a minute? Okay, I got poisoned, unlucky. Unlucky. Unlucky, eating shit.jpg. Unlucky. Whatever, go my burn ticks. My ancient pages weren't fucking loaded in. That's how fucking borked this game is. Yeah, imagine if HoloLite had like a fucking MSI. That would be so cool. I feel like MSI would be so fucking cool. I'm fucking shit. I'm so shit at this game. Like normal defense MSI. Ow. Poison. Unlucky. Could you... Got 2 cats 25 minutes ago. I'm reading it out loud. I already saw it, but like I'm reading it out loud just so that you know that I read it. I'm fucking dead because of shit. I feel like if you could you imagine if like Rage Box gave you like a thunder lightning resistance, or maybe Storm gave you lightning resistance? I don't know, one of them. We don't really have wind resistance because it's supposed to be the gods of storm and thunder. Based on the Japanese gods of literally storm and thunder. Oh yeah, I looked up why the things have seals. So they're called ofuda. Ofuda is a talisman, a talisman seal. And Frenzy doesn't have it because it's not Japanese, it's not like rooted in Japanese lore. Ofuda. I see SK is such a rotting corpse that it'll have random chunks fall off gameplay and blow up your session. I'll say this only because you're here. My name is that reading guild chat in Discord gives me such a fucking aneurysm. Of course it's Japanese. Well, yeah, but people are not fucking... They're not aware, they're not smart. You can be a weeb... A weeaboo. A weeaboo. You don't have to be Japanese to put Japanese things in your game, dude. That's an awfully woke take of yours. It's like saying, you know, you can't have voice acting in your game. You can't voice act unless if you're like the same like skin or ethnicity as the guy you're voice acting as. In fact, that's exactly what Sungwon Cho said. You know, my bad. His name is ProZD on YouTube. But that's what he said, and he, you know what? He's a hypocrite. Because he ended up voicing, like, fucking white characters. Super white characters. I also rarely am on Discord, especially Guild, because I don't know, I'm not that social. Well, I'm not that social either, but reading their Guild chat is fucking stupid as hell, dude. They say some of the most fucking dumb things ever. I'm also, like, chronically online, so... Members are in the chat for hours and also will be at worth most of the day. Yeah. I bet you meant work, but, yeah, I get it. But I'm chronically online, so I don't even have to be at work. Because my ass is unemployed, and people won't employ me because I'm being replaced. My government is replacing me, and people are calling me racist for saying this. I can't be online 24/7. Yeah, it must be nice. I wish I was at work, because at least I'd be getting bread, but unfortunately I'm getting disappointment and depression. I was going to say head, because, you know, that would be funnier. But God knows that I'm not doing that either. You know, A different chatter of mine told me to try dating. Try dating online because, you know, that might help me, and I'm like, how am I supposed what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to rizz a woman up if I have no fucking money? I'm just like so fucking stunned. I'm like, what do I do? You gotta put on the Riz. The Rizzler. What the fuck does that all mean? You know, you gotta put on the 2 shakes. You know? Gotta put on the charm. Why are you speaking like that? You know, just gotta razzle dazzle, you know? Please stop saying you know, because I clearly don't. I don't know what you're talking about. You're scaring me. My retarded ass doesn't even have a fucking job. You think I can fucking keep a woman together? Oh my god, you said it a guild chat. LOL. Why would... You can just press the R button, bro. Oh no. No, not e-dating, like just dating. And they said you like find women off an app, and I'm like, these women are fucking stupid. But I don't know if you have a girl or not, but like, let me tell you that. Stop laughing. Okay, my bad. Sorry. So, I don't know if you've tried like using a dating app, but this shit sucks. Like, the women there. Okay, so it only sucks because they all want like a high-earning man so that they can go traveling with. None of them want to stay in their countries that they're born in. Because, you know, I'm ready to explore, and, you know, like, they want a monogamous relationship, but really, I know they have a relationship with their fucking alcohol and, like, daddy issues. Like, it's literally a bunch of women with issues. And I already have issues of my own, like, not having a job. A LARPing app? Dude, I hate the LARPing. I hate the LARPing meme so much. God damn it. No, it's not LARPing. We're not live action role playing. It's not role play. It's real. God damn it. We're not LARPing being man and woman, you know, it's like actually real. It's just a bunch of these real people are fucking stupid. I guess in that respect, that, you know, they are LARPing, but like... This love or relationship sounds like hardcore LARPing. I'm dead because you said that. But, like, in your... Seeing it from your perspective, you're not wrong. But it's like... It's real to them. But it's fake to me. Because they're fucking retarded. And all they want is, like... to travel or to drink wine. Or more importantly, a person that makes them laugh. And I'm like, okay, so nobody... Does this sound natural? Make me laugh. Who says that? Like, who says that? Like, breathe now. Oh, okay. It's acting like they're affectionate to one another, but this comes with extra steps and requirements. Yeah, it's I don't know what you call it. I don't remember what you call it, but I'm sure I remember there was a term for it. There's like so many terms for like shitty female behavior. Not to say that, you know, oh, there goes my fucking speed boost. Thanks, GH. Yeah, there's terms to it. Not to say that it's only, you know, female. But, you know, I'm male, so I experience it more on a daily basis. So. You two got that? Yeah, everybody gets it. It's just, server lag. I was told that by Storm Traveler that the game lags and the game tries to hide it as much as possible. You pop berry and it goes to the void? Yeah. It's because the game is lagging, but the game doesn't show you it. The game is always lagging. The game runs like shit. The game right now, like, I can estimate it's probably running at like 175% speed or 150% speed. But, like, you know, we don't know that because it's made so that it runs faster to deceive us. And this is the same thing on DK64. You know, I didn't show you. You weren't there for the DK64 stream. I think you were there for the. I don't know. I don't remember when you were here on my stream. I had a freeze moment that everybody in my lobby saw in Vanna 2 weeks ago. All enemies were dead, but the HP bar was still there, empty. Yeah, that's when the freeze gets really bad, and that's like usually because of the servers, but what I'm describing is like a game optimization issue and like I guess it's also a server issue? It's hard to tell, because like the lines really do blur, because the game is really that shit, like really, really shit, you know? It's actually like more of a surprise that there's even people playing this game at this point because of how shit it is. Like, I'm not too sure if you can even consider this like a good product or like a qualifying product. It has like, oh, that's a key door. Anyways, yeah, dating's a nightmare. Yeah, it's just. In fact, let me just open my app real quick. Dude, give me a second. I want to open this door and like run all the way to the other door. Let me open my app. There's potential, but nothing done in that direction. Yeah. Classic GH. Let's open my dating app. I saw a potential girl that I might have liked, but I didn't like it because her name was the same as my sister's, and that was freaky, and I did not want that. Would you imagine moaning your sister's name in bed? That's fucked up. That is not a fun thing to do. Okay, that's over. Be authentic, emotionally intelligent, kind and present. And I bet you don't even know what emotionally intelligent means. Oh, she's Muslim. Your opinion has been invalidated. Felt cute, might delete later. Hindu? Okay. I don't immediately agree with Middle Eastern women. These people are crazy. Call me racist, but I really don't agree with them. Their religion and their culture are not agreeable. I don't agree with women having to be killed on sight just because they dance or because they do other things that maybe their husbands don't agree with. That sounds really too controlling and stupid. Not political. Woke up like this. I go crazy for Chinese. Together we could move cities. Oh, cool. Moving. Political and opinions. Yeah, I get very political on my stream. All the time. Like, I don't respect Chinese people because, you know, they abort, like, they abort female babies because, you know, lol, you can't have that, or you can't have more than one child, or, you know, dogs and cats and eating them or some shit. And I'm Chinese. but the idea here is that, like, people say, but all cultures are equal. That's not true. That's not true. There was literally recently an Ebola, an African child caught Ebola, or African baby caught Ebola, and it died. And then the doctors were rushed there to help contain the Ebola outbreak, and the African locale got very, very upset, and they started punching and resisting the doctors. So eventually the doctors had to give in, and they were like, okay, you can have the child. And then immediately Ebola spreads only on contact, and the Africans were like spreading, they were touching the fucking the baby corpse, and they were like spreading it on their faces, touching other people. They were like it's just so dumb. All this Ebola containment shit for fucking, like, another Ebola outbreak just for another donation incentive, another charity incentive, another fucking gotta help other people. We can't even help our own fucking people. It's not even, like, you have to understand that, like, this is the most American issue ever, the most North American issue ever, is that, like, people, like, my people are fucking retarded. And they have, like, empathy issues. They really, really want to be the heroes. But they don't understand that we have it just about as bad as everybody else. They don't live on their scale, they try to live on a macro scale that they can't even exist on. And you know what I mean by macro scale? It's like nihilism, you know? You need to understand that you only live on your scale. If you look to a major scale, if you look at a macro scale, you'll only get depressed because you're not affecting anything on a macro scale. You know? If you live on that scale, you'll only just be depressed. You have to live with what you can affect, what you can work towards, what you can do, right? That's why only retards fucking live on a macro scale, because they think, oh, you know, because I can do this, I can do that, I'm a hero, you know? These people are losers. These people are losers that don't have any concept of what really is worth anything. Which is why I don't believe in these, like, liberals or any of these, like, people on my, like, dating app or shit. Like, and you might be like, why does their political opinion matter if, you know, you're dating them? Well, no, they're gonna be my best friend. That's what dating is. You look for a best friend, basically. Someone who would possibly be your friend. Last thing you want to do is get into a marriage and then have, like, what do you call it? Disagreements when raising your children. And then you're gonna be like, no, I want to raise it conservative. No, I want to raise it liberal. No, I want to raise it, like, empathetical, and I want to make them, like, you know, live towards these values. You know, you might have conflicting values because of that. Last thing you want to do is do that and, like, cause a rift in your relationship. Best friend that you compound. Yeah, basically. But, like, people don't understand that. People don't understand that when you look for a marriage partner, you look for someone that you can call your best friend. But the last thing I want to do is, like, deal with an obese woman, or a woman who wants to travel, or a woman who has drinking problems. Like, there's a lot of, like, these red flags, and it's very annoying. Like, and all this does is, like, it just, like, reveals to me how fucking awful women are on these platforms. And that's just one platform, by the way. It's just one platform. It's only gonna get worse. And none of these women will look out to, like, help someone like me. So, assuming that I can even ask any of these women out, you know, to help me get a job, it's never gonna happen. Not in a million years. There's multiple? What do you mean by there's multiple? My Instagram story mostly contains wine. Wow. Stunning and brave and bold. I'm going to fucking kill you. I geek out on behind the scenes of my favorite movies. East Asian, Southeast Asian. Let's see. One thing I'll never do again. Eat a box of crayons. Wouldn't recommend. Way to win me over is play TFT or board games with me. I actually wouldn't be opposed to this. She seems like a normal and tame person, but I feel like I wouldn't be able to be on her level. Part of me also wishes like, oh, multiple apps. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this one might not be too bad. But starting the conversation is going to be impossible. Like, what do I say? Yo, it's your boy. It's your boy. He's unemployed. It's your boy. He's a fucking loser. He makes no money. He does nothing but stay in and edit videos and say stupid shit online that nobody fucking agrees with. And by nobody, I mean small, very small minority. I'd be like, so like, yeah? You like jazz? You like jazz? I'm not gonna fucking ask them if they like dick. I am resetting. You can't make me do this room. That room is stupid. I think it's a valid question. A more valid starter conversation would be to just flash them a photo of your fucking cock. At that point, just go flash her a photo of your cock. Assert dominance. Fuck it, I don't care. A lot of women want to date, but then they don't really like men. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's a normalization of androgyny, and misandrous. My bad, not androgyny. What am I saying? Holy shit! Shut the fuck up, me. Misandrists. It's normalized misandry, and it's what do you call it? Camouflaged as girl bossing. Misandry camouflaged as girl bossing is the 2020 to 2026 fad. It's very annoying because people, these liberal Karens will be like, oh my god, you asked me to hold the door open for you, how dare you? Sorry? Yeah, you should be. And I'm gonna cancel you on fucking social media. Good luck finding another woman from then. Part of me wonders, like, you know, I'm male, so like I would probably unironically would enjoy living in fucking places like Palestine just because, you know, women wouldn't be like able to have so much power over men. In America, like, women just have like way too much fucking power now. The Me Too movement was made to fucking counter men in powerful positions, but all it did was it let power get to the women's heads, and women just ended up fucking abusing that power instantaneously. The Me Too movement, if you didn't know, was a movement for women who could, so that women could like stand out and say, yeah, I've been abused by this man, you know. I don't know why I did that. I know nothing about politics. Yeah. Well, I recommend you look it up, but I mean, if you're looking into politics, but if you really want to be really concerned, I got into politics because I was unemployed for so long, I wondered why I was unemployed for so long. I tried looking for reasons why, and it just became so evident. Like, after I looked into, like, immigration policies on, in Canada, and I looked into, like, I looked into the reason why these parties stay in power for so long, and I looked into the, like, the systems that keep my government running, and how everybody has an issue with this one fucking prime minister. His name is fucking Justin Trudeau. Everybody fucking knows him. Everybody hates this guy, by the way. Because, you know, he's the guy who loosened labor migration policies? What are LMCA? LMIA? I don't remember. He's the one who loosened those policies in the first place, who caused immigrants to come over to Canada more easily, and then, like, let in, like, 10 million Indians into my fucking, like, country, and made it our problem. And it's like, oh, you know, I'm gonna fix that real quick. And then he, like, tightened LMIA policies again, and then, like, was like, yeah, you know, now I'm gonna drop out of office. See ya. See ya, guys. I'm off to go date Katy Perry at Coachella. Seen on Coachella fucking using a fucking plastic cup, even though he was like what the prime minister against fucking plastic cups. Disgusting man, half animal. But yeah, it all started with gender politics. It all started with gender politics for me. I'm very gung ho about, like, about equality, but it got to me. It got to the point where, like, it was just very unequal distribution of justice for men. It was very obvious too, because, like, you know, what was the fucking... Give me a second. I have to taking a short break. Reach 71 pages. Yeah, well, good luck with your break, I guess. Hold on. Ah, here. I only want to point out that 14-year-old me could figure this out, and we're still struggling with this in modern society. So, having big tits is being outlawed by no tit having women, and insecure men being conventionally attractive is illegal. I actually wrestled with this notion when I was 14 years old when it came to liking anime, when I was one of the insecure men. The argument was, big tits are borderline pornographic. But it doesn't take too much thought to dismantle this argument, because if you ban big tits, you're effectively banning a factor that women can't really control. If you're turned on by big tits, it's not really their fault, and it's not pornographic as a result of that. And if you look at it like this, in the UK, they ban you for having, like, for banning risque, or, like, they what do you call it? They judge you on the basis by your clothing, which has already been dismantled in North America, like, a decade ago. We dismantled it's a woman's fault for wearing risque clothing a decade ago. You can't rape women for wearing scantily clothing. You have self-control. You're not an animal. My breaks are either laying on the bed for like 20 minutes or taking an atrocious dump. Wow. Awe-inspiring. Here I am talking about big tits, and this guy's talking about taking a big fat shit. But yeah, like, you can't, you know, I'm all for, like, men and women. I'm like a... When I was like 10 years old or 5 years old, both, no, not 5 years old, you know, I was barely cognizant by then, right? Like, I gained cognizance at like 3 years old, but like, I gained like sexuality cognizance at like 10 or 11. 10 or 11. What am I doing? And I was always about like giving more to the woman because, you know, men were stronger. but growing older has only made me realize women are very insufferable. Women are very insufferable, and they have a lot more power than they make you think they do. Of course, we're like physically superior in terms of being a male, but they have so much more social power than we could ever like compete against. A man goes outside with his child, he is not deemed a father. He's deemed a babysitter. Let that sink in. You are not a father, you are a babysitter. You don't even own your child. You were considered a stranger to that child. Such that even most cases, there are people just reporting fucking fathers for walking around with their child for like kidnapping and shit. I think this is made up, but like there are people who have reported that though. I just think fucking giving women this much power was a mistake. Let's take a look back at the Me Too movement, by the way. Let's talk about Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and Amber Heard was like the first to fucking say, he raped me, and he abused me, and, you know, stuff like that. But she was a celebrity, so does that count? Yeah, it does count. You know, it's a Me Too movement. Having a celebrity stand up here is actually quite a big monument. If her words were true, this would absolutely demolish Johnny Depp's career, right? Unfortunately, they weren't. They weren't true. Not by any fucking meter. I'm like away from interaction with IRL people. I like skipping or avoid cutscenes, if that makes sense. Right, small talk can be very annoying. You know, they're like miniature cutscenes. Cut to the point, you know? For example, people at the bus station, they clearly see me listening to music with fat headphones on my cranium, but there's like 30 people around me, but they want to come bother me. I don't know, you look sociable, I guess. You look cool. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I have had several situations where I have like earbuds on, and the people will be like, hey, could you tell me the directions to this place? And I'm like, what did you just say? I have earbuds in. Why did you ask me? There were like 20 people around me, but you chose me? Yeah, it just happens. I don't know. I don't care. It's really no skin off my knee. Can I have a fucking black cat? It's been 30 minutes. Fuck ass 30-minute fucking... Yippee, time to waste 30 minutes talking about gender equality, politics, and fucking random bullshit. And I'd probably get labeled a Nazi because the women who are probably listening to this stream, or probably maybe in the future, who knows, I don't know, are probably call me Nazi for saying things like this. Because they don't know any better, they don't know how to argue. I didn't know if there's any buses at the bus station. Me when the funny Google doesn't exist, the funny technological rectangle in their pocket doesn't do anything for some reason. Can you imagine using your technological pocket? Oh shit, I got a response from thanks for reaching out, and I'm sorry you experienced this. Are there other members in your party, and so can you tell me who they were? They responded at 5:25 p.m. fucking... What time is it, please? Holding a Samsung. It's the same fucking, like, NPC energy. It's such NPC energy. I'll name the fucking players. Nerf Acheron. Beat the nugget. What the fuck? Beat the nugget. And then Bacon. Where's Bacon? Is Bacon even online still? Oh no. Bacon is not online. Time to go look for their fucking name. Bacon. What? Hold on. I need to go check the fucking... I need to go check the Vega Discord. Fucking... Damn it. Nerf Acheron, Beaten Nugget, and Bacon XPD. Oh. They're not in Vega, they're in Vegasus. Oh, you know Voidal. Met that person yesterday. Yeah, I know Voidal. I only know Voidal because, he asked... He was a returning player, and he asked whether or not he wanted to... He asked about how to do the Catastrophe event. The anniversary event. And then I added him just so that I could escort him and show him what a Danger Room event looked like. We don't actually know each other. I don't know. Game Master's responding within an hour. Could they just respond less than 10 minutes? Because it doesn't take an hour to fucking finish a Shadow Lair. Bro, it doesn't even take, like, an hour to fucking finish a Firestorm Citadel. Come on. How? Cool, nice bomb. Makes you wonder why I even fucking use this bomb. You know what? I just realized talking about this political stuff while the Game Master is probably investigating my Discord, or not my Discord, my Twitch VOD. They're probably not gonna even help me too, because they're probably gonna get very political too. Ow. They're probably gonna get political. They're gonna be like, oh, free Shavakadu. And I'm gonna be like, oh, you know what, you're right, my bad. Sorry, G. I don't know what Avakadu has to do with the frickin' stupid, with your stupid game not, like, doing thing. Because I didn't even pay for the key. Like, you might be like, this guy is a little racist or something. Okay, that didn't activate the extra wave of cats that I wanted. No BKs? Cool. I think I let them in that prestige mission. I was invited by Love Everything. Love Everything is also a scammer. Like I've been hearing a lot more news about Love Everything being a scammer too. Not gonna lie, if I solo and I have nothing to do all day, I often AFK at a dev, watch a show, and drink something and come back. Yeah. I AFK at a dev, well, if I'm just watching a show, because it's just like, it's calming. I guess listening to the mission ready. Their opinions and beliefs don't matter in this matter. If you had an issue with their game, it's their duty to fix it. Love Everything is a scammer? Yeah, he's a scammer according to a few new players. What was the... Oh my god, hold on, give me a second. I have to pull up the Vega announcements so I can remember which box it was that they were trying to scam on. It was not Solstice, it was... not Gray. Wasn't it a different fucking box? I give up. I don't know which box, but I do remember them trying to scam players. I've been friends with them like since like 2024. I idle around Haven a lot, so I get a lot of news that way. So, look, it shouldn't matter to you because like you can still be friends with them just as long as you don't trade with them. You know, I'm not stopping you from trading with them. And I bet like if you were friends with them for a long time, especially if you were friends with them for a long time, I don't think they would try to scam you. Obviously, practice safety on your own accord. I'm not the boss of you. I'm also not about to tell you what to do. You know, like if he's a good guy, you know. I don't believe any of the people who say people are scammers, especially if they say like Goose is a scammer, even if he like is known to overprice things. Because ultimately, prices are an agreed upon like deal. Two parties agree. Ultimately, you click the confirm button without doing your research. Buyer beware, you know. I don't really fault Goose, but the guild chat and all of Discord and all of Spiral Knights has like a hate boner for people being merchants, and I say this as an ex-merchant myself, because like I used to sell on TF2 a lot, and I used to be a scammer myself too. I do both, you know, I was both a scammer and a merchant. I stopped scamming and I started being a proper merchant, and I just gave up on selling. Cashed out with keys, unboxed like 40 boxes, and then got nothing. Very depressed. Anyways, the point here is you shouldn't really be mad at people for trying to make a hustle. Especially if the only hustle they get is like once every like maybe 2 decades, because like the game has like no players, you know. I get some news, but just about items. Yeah, well, again, you don't have to believe me, because all I do is I collect information and I dispense it. Is scum behavior? No. No, not really. Not really. Because ultimately, how do you prove that Goose isn't a loss leader? Do you know what a loss leader is? So, or not Goose being a loss leader, how do I say? He's like the guy who scares people away towards other buyers, right? He's like the person who corrals sheep. How do you know he's also not in on the business, right? How do you know it's not all a monopoly? Like, he could be with Carbon JM for all I know, right? They could be in DMs with each other. Even though he's banned off of Cosma, doesn't mean that he's like banned out of like someone else's DMs, you know? This isn't verifiable, but what I mean by loss leader is like he particularly takes the loss on behalf of everybody else. He takes the L on behalf of everybody else so that he can set like a proper price. Like other people can set the proper price, the quote-unquote proper price. Like, he just sets it just slightly above you know, whatever Cosmo's like prices or whatever. Like, and by slightly I mean like usually 50% over Cosmo's. And how do you know that he's not like using like an alternate account as well? Like, there's that too. There's way too many variables, and there's too many people like calling him out like as like a fucking scammer when they don't even understand the first thing about economics. A what? He's banned off Cosmo? Okay, so I'm going to type it. A loss leader. So when you have a loss leading product, you sell lower to outright choke out the competition. Because if you have all the funds in the world. Okay, so say you're Walmart, right? And you're selling like toilet paper for $10, like a package. I don't know how big the package is. I don't fucking care. $10 a package. And you see like a convenience store selling it for like $7 a package. Well, fuck it. I'm just gonna sell it for $5 a package. What are you gonna do? Fucking lower your prices? You're not, because you're a convenience store. You're smaller than me. I have the funds to be able to bleed you out. I can bleed you dry. I can erase my competition by having this loss leader. So I would say that like Goose is something of like a reverse loss leader, right? All he does is he moves people towards other sellers. But we don't know if the prices are accurate because, let's be real, Cosmo's backpack doesn't have like a sales spreadsheet. It's just a bunch of recorded like logs on these prices that not even Death. If you don't know who this player is, Death Awaits You also says like, you know, oh, you know, like even though you got these auction house prices, I don't, you know, it's just auction house. That's from this player, the player Death Awaits You. Death Awaits You. This guy, he told me auction house prices don't matter, which is fucking stupid because all of Cosmo's fucking prices are on auction house. And by all, I mean 80%. 20% of them are just like trades. Like, this guy is a fucking retard. 10k plus items to the point of not being able to log on. Yeah, but the point here is that how do you know that he's not just like holding onto these items for other buyers? You know, what if he's just like moving other people towards other places, and you know he just pulls in like revenue for other like sellers, right? Like, how do you know they're not all part of an oligopoly? Like, oligopoly, which is a monopoly, but like, you know, with multiple parties. How do you know that they're not part of that? Okay, I need to like refresh. Greetings, those players are finished the run. We saw that you started another run. Is that correct? We're looking to this. Return your shadow key on a one-time basis. This isn't something we can offer more than once. Can you please confirm that you understand that? Looks like those players either finished the run, and they finished the run. I really want to be rude, but this guy's just trying to help. But like, nobody takes more than 1 hour in a shadow lair. We're looking into this to see if we can return your shadow key on a one-time basis. From that you can They're gonna refund the key? Yeah. Well, hopefully. But, like, it's not even my key, and, like, let's be fair. I feel like that's only fair to me. These guys are so fucking... Nobody takes more than an hour to fucking play Shadow Lair. That's literally like what? How? I fucking I turn into a WWE fucking text to speech. What do you? What sounds too complicated? I wish I could fucking see the animated fucking emote, but the fucking... you might be like wondering, how do you know it's an animated emote? I opened it up on Twitch because I couldn't tell what the fuck it was. But I can't see the emote being animated in OBS. Fucking sad face. If I was in an SL, it would take an hour. Yeah, sure, dude. Maybe if you were solo. I highly doubt Mr. fucking Mixmaster Orbit Gun. I don't fucking care what you have at this point, really. It's been an hour since I fucking got my last black cat. Hello? Oh, my stream doesn't capture the timer. Right now, I have a timer right here. And it says, it says like 6:05 p.m. It's my clock. It tells me what time it is. It's been an hour since I got my last black cat. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. Okay. I'm not doing a fucking arena. You fucking know that you have a fucking Mixmaster. You bitch. Your bitch ass doesn't fucking... You're probably not even gonna take an hour to fucking do the stupid ass Shadow Lair. You know you're gonna fucking... You even have a fucking Vortex Bomb. We both know you know how to play the game. I bet most people don't even know how to do this, but like... When you have a Vortex Bomb, it's pretty consistent when it comes to controlling mobs. And you know which mob likes to move the most? That's right. Pierce weak mobs. Like Wolvers, Devilites, Gorgos, Grievers. And yet for some reason, nobody wants to use a Vortex Bomb until it becomes someone else's issue. Go figure. You know, I'll talk about another, like, guildmate, like, thing that, like, pissed me off recently. So, fucking Pink Laugh, the casual guy, I'm like... Pink Laugh, you know, Pink Laugh. I'm not even sure if you guys... I'm not even sure if the stream can even see this text. But, this guy pops into my van run, and I'm like, it's doomed, because I already kicked this guy once for being like super casual and, you know, ruining a run that was already like high paced. This guy's like running around fucking breaking all the lamps and shit. It's already like really slow because of him. But I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe they'll lock in. Maybe they'll lock the fuck in, right? And maybe they might be willing to learn, right? Because like, I'm always willing to teach someone who's willing to learn. It's always cool teaching someone who's willing to learn. So, we're on D26, and you know D26 is the Slag Bridge, right? Everybody knows Slag Bridge. Dickhead McGee here pulls out the poison bomb, and I'm like, okay, well, that's okay, you know, should be fine. He starts bombing them directly. It's a fucking haze bomb! Why are you planting the bomb directly on top of the fucking slags? You're... Okay, so not only is he bombing them as they come out of the ground, but it's also robbing me of their aggro, so I can't even fucking pull the slags towards me. So it's ruining formation on D26, and it's now, like, fucking slow as hell, because Dickhead here doesn't fucking realize that, like, we're slow, and his poison's doing nothing. His poison's doing shit. It's doing fuck all, literally. Like, cause I'm like, oh, you know, it's okay. I'll just like shoot this. Wrong. The slag is now walking towards fuckhead who's right behind me, and I'm like, dude, do you not see that that you're aggroing the slags? Do you not see how this is an issue? And I keep missing my shots because like this motherfucker's moving the slags, and I'm like, bro, stop! I'm trying to hear you get mad. Well, it's because these fucking people are so fucking stupid. They have their heads up their asses, and I'm like, okay, let's calmly tell them. Bro, you're aggroing the slags. I can tell you how to stop doing this because your haze bomb is big as hell, right? So you can afford to stand a little bit farther. So, you know, like, just stand, like, a little bit farther. Like, stand right back here. Ignore this is 4-star, but, like, you know what I mean, right? It's a big-ass bomb. Haze bomb usually is, like, this big, you know, like, around where I am at. So, like, you can afford to stand a little further. You don't have to be standing inside of the slags. Like... And I'm like... And this guy runs back behind me, gets me hit by a slag. I burn to death, and I'm like, fuck! You know, like... Could you not? I try to be sarcastic with my grievances when people don't know what they're doing. Well, it's not... You shouldn't be sarcastic, because if you're not blunt with it, they won't understand that. And it's also making light of the situation, because, like, it's like... They'll never improve, they'll never learn, they'll never do anything, and you won't make a step towards what future you want. It's like, you know, I want to give people the choice, but if people are going to be told to be, like, casual dickheads, right? If people are going to be told to be casual dickheads like this guy, they're just going to, like, continue to be casual dickheads because, like, they're clearly not being told, they're not being persuaded to go the other direction. Anyways, I didn't kick Pink Laugh, even though he was clearly being a dick. Right? Like, he's clearly being a fucking asshole, like, you know, fucking killing me and ruining my run. I'm being fucking molested by these cats. I'm dead. Even though he's, like, fucking being a piece of shit and a half, I don't kick him. He literally just leaves because he's like, ah, I see. I see, you're that type of person. What do you fucking mean? I gave you constructive criticism. What? Play the game properly, fuck. Not hard. How full of yourself do you have to be like, I see. And then leave and be like, what do you fucking mean? Holy shit, you're so fucking stupid. Type of guy to be like, I don't want to draw straight lines because that sounds boring. Good, I guess. The construction workers be like, looking in shock. Ain't no way. This guy gotta fucking draw crooked lines because it's funny. Bro, our fucking our fucking contractors are ruined. That homeowner is fucking dead. He's so cooked. Homeowner about to be a pancake on day 1. Wilted rose, wilted rose. Dude, not a single black cat, hello. Like, I don't trust the guild because of that, because, like, I can't... And also, Pink Laugh got mad at me for... There was a Pink Laugh got mad at me for kicking the first time. He was like, why did you kick me? Dude, that was uncalled for. Dude, you were just so slow. Like, I reserve the right to kick you for any reason I find reasonable. Like, but you didn't have to kick me. What do you mean that you didn't have to... What are you talking about? I kicked you because I didn't want you to fucking play slow. And clearly you weren't going to acquiesce because you were using the wrong weapons anyways. And bitch-ass McGee trying to fucking reason with me, but like, he doesn't even fucking know the first thing behind logic. He's trying to tell me that ice is not cold, and you're fucking racist for saying ice is cold. What? What does racism have to do with this? That's an example. I'm being facetious, but like, you know what I mean, right? Like, this guy is being unreasonable beyond a doubt, because like it is literally my server, my lobby. I get to choose what I want to do. I get to choose the music for my party, dickhead. It's my party. It's my party, and I get to choose what icing we're putting on my cake. And I'm having chocolate icing. Chocolate frosting. Stupid. All it reminds me of is, like, liberals being fucking mad that, like, that Americans are deporting immigrants. How dare you deport immigrants for raping people and importing more immigrants and illegal immigrants that will kill you? That's racist. But it's our country and we have the right to. Holy shit. And they always bring up the same fucking case too, like, but like that case has already been debunked to be like really bad for their fucking image. Whatever that fucking Mexican guy who was like, he was part of like the fucking gang, but you know, he turned over a new leaf. Oh yeah, did you know that he was importing illegal immigrants into the country? I bet not. That's because these people who like defend these illegal immigrants are like fucking saying, "Lol." we don't know any better because the fucking mainstream media hides everything from us. They hide details like that. They hide details like that all the time. They'll hide like how like murders and shooters and people are like not trans, not Arabs, not people of color. They'll do anything to sensationalize a story because they need to fucking get clicks. They need to get those clicks. They need to get those that watch time. What did McGee do? You know, fucking. It's just, yeah. Well, I wonder. Constructions are scary in America? No, not that. They're not scary in America. They're scary because we keep hiring illegal immigrants to fucking build shitty houses. We keep hiring shitty illegal immigrants. We aren't building our own houses. We're hiring foreign labor, and we're not fostering our own. We're not creating our own like This all goes back to outsourcing our industries. We aren't creating our own industries, and that's why we don't have any power, and that's why we are at the whims of a different country for their power. That's why America is so weak right now. It's because we literally leave everything to China, to Mexico, to fucking like we're really weak. And by we I mean America. I'm not American. I'm Canadian. But these guys are so fucking, they used to be monsters and then they dropped everything for liberalism and fucking let all the illegal immigrants in, and they let all the immigrants rape and kill their women and children and fucking men. Like, it's crazy what they get away with, and it's tiring. It's so tiresome. People will say, "Oh my God, what's your evidence? Have you seen the recent news on in the year? Have you been living in 2026?" Jesus. Do I have a post that will be recent enough? I wonder if I have a post that's recent enough, because I try not to shitpost as many politics as possible on my own Discord. But I do it sometimes. Like the fucking Jew hate. Super fucking weird, by the way. Oh yeah, Tobuscus said something about, he made a video entirely. I'm gonna like post this in chat. Like, Tobuscus is a based American. This guy, he was a victim of the Me Too movement in 2005. And Me Too movement wasn't even a thing in 2005. It's just woman calls man rapist, and gets away with it. Man didn't even do anything. I'm not doing an arena. Like, if you don't remember, Tobuscus was accused of rape. But, you know, let's ignore that. Oh, yeah! Fucking, here, the biggest fucking thing ever. I can't believe I forgot about this. The Muslim rape gang inquiry. The UK rape gang inquiry. That's the most recent 2026 event that benefits my perspective of how awful liberalism has been for our country. Our countries, plural. In Canada, in America, it's been awful.
A resolution? Airstrike.
Hello, Tom Oliver.
Bomb them.
I'm sorry that you drop in on me talking politics when you're probably just looking to watch someone play your goofy children's game, Spiral Knights, you know? But, like... I don't know, I get very hyped up about politics because that's literally my entire life. It's literally my entire life. People will be like, why? Like, I grew up around gender politics. I grew up around being fair to women. I just wanted to be fair to women. You know, I grew up around the gender pay gap, which didn't exist. I grew up around how impoverished women were and how hard they had it, which didn't exist because they don't have it any harder than men. Men actually have it much worse, but they just don't complain about it. More of the suicides are men. Let's go, men. Fucking more of the household abuse comes from women. Let's go, men. More of the divorces come from women. Let's go, men. And none of it is celebrated. None of the men are celebrated. Men's health awareness, not even celebrated, not even acknowledged. Goes by without a fucking single thing. And not a single feminist talks about the rape gang inquiry, by the way. You know why? Because it doesn't matter to them. They'll talk about Epstein because it means getting Trump, but they won't talk about the rape gang inquiry, which is also just about as bad. In fact, maybe even less so, but like, is it on the same scale? I don't remember. I believe the numbers are about the same scale. Just let it be known. These liberals can't be trusted. We have animals in our ranks. These are demons in skin. They claim to be your friends, and they will eat your children. They will indoctrinate them for their own, and claim that you did it. It was your fault. Dude, where are all the black cats? Hello? Ow. Ow. Cat racism. I'm gonna put this here. And I'm going to look at my... I was going to look at my email, because, like, you know, I'm still talking with the stupid-ass Spiral Knight support team, by the way. Like, bro, how can you get back to me an hour after, man? The fucking thing is over. Ow, I'm dead. Okay, time to look at my email. They're like, we noticed that you finished the mission. Or started a new mission. Yeah, I'm doing Weight of Darkness. Because it's the Black Cat event, dude. Ow. You can't be playing that game. You're supposed to be stuck loading the fucking Shadow Lair. Goober. Looking through your logs, it seems the key wasn't yours, but another member of your party could not return a key yourself in use. I'm very sorry we weren't able to get you back into the party at the time you disconnected. We do try to help players as soon as we can, but it can't be immediate because of the queue of requests we get. I do hope that your future runs are less problematic if you believe you did use a key and we did miss that. Cool. That's so cool. What queue of requests are they talking about? What happened? Oh, I disconnected from a shadow lair because Grey Havens has the worst fucking programming ever. I was missing a file apparently because I had my files validated. I got help with from Dark Knight to Light on where's Dark Knight to Light? I guess he must have dropped off the plan over here. But Dark Knight to Light told me, hey, you should try validating your files because, you know, the game is a little goofy. As it turns out, Grey Havens did indeed misplace a file and then caused me to crash. Fucking so unbelievably stupid. Oopsie poopsie was not our fault, they say, as they shoot me in the back 47 times. Self-inflicted wounds, by the way. Oh, you know, my fucking, I wonder... I wonder if Mudame is still here, because I still want to rant politics, because... Nah, it doesn't matter. I think the most important... I think the funniest thing is, like, George Floyd. People will say patron saint of George Floyd, the liberals. They'll, like, say, oh my god, thank George Floyd. You know, it's a good thing that we can hold these police accountable with body cams. And yes, there are corrupt police officers, just as there are, you know, good people and bad people, and officers are no different. But, like... yes. I couldn't breathe as he is, you know, being detained. And all these black people, if you've seen any, like, body cam footage recently, all these black people say the same thing, and they're able to say, I can't breathe, because that's their Bible. That is literally their Bible. Their go-to playbook is to complain about not breathing while screaming. Ah, yes. I can't speak, he says as he is clearly able to speak the speaking. He's able to speak the speaking. Uh-huh. The speaking. That's a mini arena, I don't really care. I'm still here, but I don't know what you're talking about doing. I'm just listening. That's okay. Can I get... Oh, wait, I already did get one black cat. Fuck. I'll try per terror, I guess. Surely this will be okay. I should probably switch my shield. My shield is on Tortodrone. I was running Tortodrone the entire time, so now I'm like... I don't know why I was doing that. Oh, I was... now I remember. Because I was promised a fucking Shadow Lair 3,000 years ago. Everybody remembers that funny fucking Netanyahu quote. That guy's a fucking villain, by the way. That guy's the reason why all the Jews are being fucking demonized. I swear to God. That and the underground Jews from New York. The underground Jews from New York, or the Jews, was it in New York? I don't remember. All I know is that they were underground, and that shit was fucking freaky as hell. But there was also, like, there's also news coverage on the Jews who were, like... Okay, please stop. Oh, cool. There's news coverage on the Jew... Stop! I just want to fucking finish my sentence. There's news coverage on the Jews who were, eating up... What do you call it? What do you call the support for, like, impoverished families or whatever it's called? I don't remember what it's called in America. But they were eating up, like, funds. And they were having, like, 20 kids and, like, doing nothing productive for society because they were just going to church, like, for, like, 8 hours a day and doing nothing but, like, reproducing, like, cockroaches. It was just like the Minnesota, it's another, like, scam, I guess, like, another fraud thing that they're running. Ooh, Spark. They were running another, like, scam. I guess that's also not helping the Jew image, but, like... See an opportunity, take it, I guess, right? I don't know. Let's be clear here, I'm not on any side. I think bad Jews should be punished, and I think good Jews should be rewarded, just as I think as good officers should be punished, or good officers should be punished, lol. Good officers should be rewarded, and bad officers should be punished. People who do good things should be rewarded. People who do bad things should be punished. Simple. Right? Meritocracy, right? You do good, continue to do good. You do bad? Mods, can we, yank his balls and make him go, yeah, ha, 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 hoo! Can we yank his balls and make him do that? Oh, cool, good shield. Ow. Oh god. Cool. Sorry you broke your shield once, time to die now. I think what sucks about politics is that I can only, like, really say something so many times before I have to, like, do, like, video reacts. You know? I don't do video reacts, that's not saying that I do. But, like, you can only say something so many times before you start repeating yourself into oblivion. At some point, you have to start challenging ideas. And I'll be real, I'm not really, like, as good as Asmongold, which is, you know, unfortunate. Like, that guy, he has very spontaneous thinking, and I don't really. Oh, I already died once. What am I doing playing like a fucking jackass? Yeah, I'm probably not gonna continue this arena. Not like I have any reason to anyways. I mean, there's one reason staring me right in the face right now. A Vita pod would be nice. I just want a black cat. Man, I just want like a girl that I could just like, got another cat. Nice, congrats. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Lol. All this music makes me want to do is play fucking not jet set. What is it called? Cyberpunk. I want to play the funny skating game and start like listening to music and vibing out. Got a cat out spawn, bro. What is that game called? Fuck, what is it called? Maybe about 2 hours I'd be able to be done with this. Do you have all your... Well, do you have all your whiskers? Because if you do, I'm going to fucking kill you in-game. In PvP. What is that game? Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Yeah, I want to play Bomb Rush Cyberpunk just because I'm listening to this music. Hold on, I didn't check the spawns here. Maybe there's a black cat here and I'm like racist. Never mind, I'm not. Unfortunate, no blacks. I don't want to say the entire fucking sentence. But you have to Leiden. This is racist if you don't say so. He turned French. Leiden, you must say the inside scene. Unfortunate. There were no blacks. Ow. What? Revival? Pretty sure this is the event mandated spawn, which is, you know, unfortunate. You. Sword. Just move you out of the spikes. Ow. Gameplay. Wow. Wow. Nope. Ow. I also don't know why anybody would ever follow me while I'm doing my fucking political rant, because like that's crazy. I feel like that it just sounds unhinged when you listen to me as like a as anybody else. If you're like sane, I guess it sounds unhinged. I'm still thinking about whether or not I said anything wrong, which is why I'm like focusing on the rant. Could you believe it? I have introspective. Okay, there's literally no BKs. That's crazy. Wow, I got one spark. That's crazy. This is C42? I'm not doing C42. That shit kills me every time. Let's take a look. Is anybody using the fucking Hollow Light armor, which sucks cock, by the way? Let's take a look. Are you using Hollow Light? I can't click the costume button. No, you're using the sarong. I actually explained this in my friend's chat, by the way. I told him that why would you ever want to use the Hollow set if there are more feminine items out there that do what they're trying to do, but better. And the only reason I could come up with was that you were trying to LARP as a femboy. I think, honestly, that the Hollow set is, like, entirely for femboys. The Hollow box is for femboys. Only thing that's good is the shield. Yeah, well, no, because I think there's nothing good about this fucking box. I think this is a femboy box. Can we bring back manly stuff like, I don't know, having, like, big-ass fucking, like, what, not big things, but, like, cool, like, straps and tassels and, like, plates? Like, nobody ever looks at, like, the Hazardous Brigandine and thinks that's feminine or masculine, but, like, they think it looks cool because it's got spikes and shit. So, like, can we have cool stuff back, and like stop bringing femboy shit into my game, the game that I like. The game. By the way, I posted on Discord the opacity difference between the infantry plate and the fucking blade, the cuirass, whatever. The infantry plate and the cuirass doesn't have very much of like a thigh. Look, you've got tits on this. Bro, you've got tits on this. Shouldn't the sarong be enough for you? Look, you've already got tits on this too. Like, bro. Why do you need tits on it? Why do you need tits on it? You already have, like, ponytails. Why do we need, like, an accentuated breastplate so that you can have your tits? Can we have, like, not tits? Can we have, like, cool items? Anyways, I did, an opacity overlay between the cuirass and the infantry plate, and the infantry plate just returned to be, like, 50% thicker than the cuirass. Like, the thighs, I meant. The thighs were 50% thicker. And it's just like, bro, how is that even possible? How are the thighs so fucking thick? I want the shard. I really wish the shrouded crest was like a real shield, and it did curse on shield bash. Could you fucking imagine if curse came back as a shield? That would be so fucking cool. I feel like I've seen your name around before, Hexagoon. First time being in my chat, or I feel like I've seen you around. I don't know. Surely we can appreciate armor for girls who don't want to wear a sarong to battle. Could we just, like, bring cool armors back and not have everything be, like, I don't know. Like, I just want cool armors back. There's a reason why these are, like, priced at 20,000 crowns, not just because, you know, they're event ready. Like, nobody fucking wants to buy a Joyous Striped onesie because it's fucking lame. Nobody wants to run around in onesies. There's a reason why none of Haven wears any of the fucking feminine, like, wears, because it's not cool. Nobody wants to fucking look like a normal woman. You want to look like someone who's, like, on break, someone who's, like, really strolling. Like, that's why the sarong works. The sarong works because it's, like, a person on a stroll. Hold on. Can I click the right person? Like, it works because it looks like someone who's on a stroll. Someone who's, like, literally going out for a summer stroll. Although I'm literally a little bit... I'm lamenting the fact that, you know, there's furry cosmetics in this game because, like, you know, Wolver stuff, but, like, we don't even have bats in this game. Let alone monkeys or dragons or shit. Well, I mean, we do have dragons. It's a Dracon. But, like... I lament there's just such lackluster fucking items in this. Curse bashing in PvP. You say that as if it's bad. Do you know how much fucking end lag you have when you bash? Spoken like someone who's never fucking bashed. Dude, take a look. You get like no action time. And your shield is down like 50%. Look at that. That would be so fucking cool. Why would you not want that? But instead we get this fucking lame-ass shield. It's a costume, and it doesn't do anything. And it doesn't do anything. I know Grey Havens is a bunch of fucking cowards. Do your job, make content. Make content that actually matters and not fucking TF2 bloat. Cowards. They don't even want to balance a fucking shield around a shield bash because they're so fucking cowardly to do anything else. Could you imagine if the obsidian obstacle actually fucking inflicted poison? And what if instead of like pushing enemies away, it pulled enemies in? It like bursts out with a bunch of tendrils and the tendrils like grab people, grab enemies. That'd be so cool. Obstacle shield bash to have the tentacle trail so bad. Well, too bad! We're too fucking scared to do anything because the fucking devs suck and we're too busy monetizing the game and people are like, lol content, lol content. It's not real content. It's not real. You wouldn't know real content unless if it hit you in the face. Not unless, I guess. I guess even if it hit you in the face. It's a shame, really. I don't think I want to do a... You know what? I'll try a pub. Here are my qualifiers, by the way. Here, hold on. I have a literal notepad because I thought about this really thoroughly. Here we go. I don't know if this will format properly. Hold on. I'm going to post it on... Will this format properly? Reach character limit of... Here. Ah, cool. That doesn't format properly. That's so cool. I'll send it in fucking in parts. Going for duo, Cool. But yeah, I have a lot of, like, favorability points. And -10 is enough to get me to leave your lobby. I'm not posting everything, but, like, basically, you know, just... Get your shit fucking done properly, please. I wouldn't be surprised if there were nobody playing this because, like, you know, why bother doing this when you can farm cats? Energy's on the rise again. And it's an artificial raise. You can tell because the last trade price is 3k and the most recent trade price is still here. So someone else is artificially raising this. These are all artificial offers. Usually people like to keep it between a range of 200, but this is like a range of like what, 100 crowns. Oh, where did this order come from? Whoa, spooky. D24 breaking is harmless for pubs. No, it isn't, because D24 breaking leads to D25 breaking, and I don't fucking want to do D25 breaking because it means wasting an entire minute. D24 leads to D25. I would rather not. If you break boxes on T24, that means you're breaking boxes on D25. Majority will always want to break them, and that's why I just don't do pubs most of the time. I do it with like Sierra usually, because Sierra is usually like I taught Sierra White how to play FSC because they were one of the only other players willing to ask me how to play it properly. Like, I'll say, you fucked up this, and they came back to me asking, how do I do this? And I was surprised because, you know, like, nobody ever asked me that. Because the majority of this game's community is very casual. They don't really care about learning how to get better because I just want to learn how to vibe. Yeah, not everybody has the fucking time to vibe, unfortunately, right? Because, like, some people are just busy trying to get outfits to vibe too. I don't really want to, like, vibe and, like, spend 10 minutes waiting for you to break boxes or walk to boxes because your movement sucks and you can't optimize your own movement because you're too busy attacking slags with me instead of gathering loot. Go gather loot. You're slow as fuck, you're behind. Last thing I want to do is wait for some guy who's like 10 rooms behind on D25, but he's still he's busy in the center of the room helping me kill slags. Like, hello, do your fucking job, get the loot, or help me with a different room. Don't follow me. We could be doing this faster. There's a lot of logic behind this too, because I have what do you call it? Experience. D24 leads to D25. It always leads to D20. D24 box breaking always leads to D25 box breaking. I've never seen it not lead to D25 box breaking. These people are so fucking... They're so trained to go after boxes that they'll just go after it mindlessly, because people who play FSC will play it mindlessly, and I'm like, yeah, that's okay, but, like, also, just don't play it like shit. Like, I play it mindlessly, but I don't fucking play like shit like you do, you know? I'm not talking about you specifically, Muddy. I'm just saying, like, I'm speaking facetiously again. The following in one room is funny to me. I have had, believe it or not, I have had very recent people follow me into Rocket Puppy rooms, and 2 of the 3 times, they will aggro the Rocket Puppy, and I will be like, no, dude, I'm dead. Senor, why would you do this? I am fucking dead. Could you not have waited for a second? Okay, it sucks. I'm just gonna solo. Let's go hazard. I think what sucks is that I have the luck to get all like the red outfits, but I didn't get any other outfits. I'm hoping that Stormy prize box comes out soon so that I can get Stormy stuff. Owie. I have been blown to bits because of Rocket Puppy Room, because people don't want to wait, or they don't want to, like, do things on their own. Or they're like too retarded to read the atmosphere. They can't read what everybody else is doing, so they don't want to copy because monkey see, monkey do is it's humbling. I don't want to be the monkey. Yeah, but you know, you see, you're dumb as a monkey, so you should probably act like one, because it's probably to your benefit. Hell, a monkey's smarter than you if he knows how to pick up on social situations like monkey see, monkey do. Like, are you kidding? You have to be dumber than a monkey to not pick up immediately that you should probably adapt on the go, because not doing so is a little bit I don't know, not smart. I have too much speed for this. T. That's a little trick for you. Learned it from Binding of Isaac. I'm gonna get judged on how to do fucking... I'm gonna get judged on my FSC running. Bro, it's a solo. Surely they don't... Surely nobody judges me. Oh, God. I realized the bombs were there, so I realized... Oh, shit, that guy's gonna... He's about to fucking die. I was gonna place a bomb there myself, but the slimes did it for me. Okay, I'm only doing FSE once because I have enough shards for shards. What do you call it? Okay, my dash just got eaten. Thanks for the pup dying. Spice things up, don't it? Oh, thanks for the pup. Dying spices things up, doesn't... Dude, you need to put commas. That doesn't sound passive-aggressive enough. I feel like you should say, you know, oh, I was doing too well, you know, like, this takes things down a notch, I guess. I didn't realize I was on Hurt Me Lots difficulty. Fuck. Sucks. You know, I'll probably add like another thing here. If you do bottom left room, you're getting like a -3 to my favorability points. Like if you or not bottom left, bottom right, the spike trap room. Because if you're doing that, then you're just like either you're doing it to speedrun through the thing. It's like, you know, it depends. You get +2 if you're just speedrunning it, but like most of the time they're not doing that because they don't know how to do sprite clip. So I don't give them favorability points most of the time. But if you're just doing it normally, you're getting a -3. Because Spike Room is fucking slow as hell. What do you mean the shock fucking What do you mean? I want to read chat so badly, but I want to keep moving. That's even assuming there's anybody fucking speaking. No! Okay, whatever. It is time to learn my fucking lesson. I was like, you know what, it's okay. I'll just aggro the puppy. Not my first rodeo. No. See, this is why I would rather do it solo, because if I didn't, like, de-aggro the puppy solo, like, you know, it would have been hard in a duo, because if another person was in the room with me, they would have been re-aggroing the puppy. And the other solution is, you know, just carry an Arcana, but, like, why do that when I can just do things normally? Just play the game better. And that way you don't have to spend 250 energy on another weapon slot to fucking deactivate a puppy because you're too stupid to dash. Button. Oh, cool, free fire. It's okay. There's a Spiral Knight streamer? Not true. Also, you probably want to leave me, because I got political a little while earlier, and then I don't want to offend anybody. Especially if it's not, you know, if they're just playing Spiral Knights. I should probably add that to my fucking profile. Just like political, but like... I don't know. I'm not really... I don't know. Fair warning. Healer in the room with a Trojan and the 2 healers, best way to do pup room? It's just to do it normally. Just do it normally without, like, aggroing the pup. That's it. Just don't aggro it. You know, you go through here, you kill the 3 here. You bait out the... First you bait out the spawns, then you kill the 3 at the beginning. Go back, fucking... Kill the next 3 in front of the rocket puppy. Dash across, and then do the rest of the room. And everybody knows that that's, like, optimal. Because, you don't actually have to kill a rocket puppy or have to worry about taking a rocket to the face. It just occurred to me that I think your way of speaking to, like, the pubbers is actually more like, what do you call it? Soft language. It's like the type of language that husbands use around their wives so that they don't piss them off. Cartoonishly forgiving, I guess. Something like that. Now that I just... now that I need just 3 pages to be done with this, even I can't find... I can't... Bruh! With this, even I can't find any... Oh, event! Bro. I have a stroke every so often reading your fucking comments. I hope you know that. This guy purposely fucking stops using commas and fucking punctuation and, like, typos everything every so often. Adds a little spice to our conversation now, doesn't it? LOL. Time to burn. Cool. That sucks. The one remedy capsule in the middle of a fucking spike room. Blame autocorrect, it's a stroke maker. Oh yeah, I bet you love stroking it, huh? That's completely what he meant, by the way. Oh, cool. Dying time. So cool. Oh, cool. Extra death. I can't wait. Normally I don't mind, like, loot on the traps here, because I didn't know at first, until Storm taught me how to navigate this room. But he told me that, like, the best way to do this room is to... burn. The best way to do this room is to, bomb the non-trapped areas so that you don't have to fucking... I know it sounds fucking obvious, but it's to make sure that the loot all stays inside so that you don't have to wait for rotations on the traps. Obviously, it sounds fucking obvious when I say it out loud, but most people don't do that. They end up combustor spamming, and they end up just, like, throwing, like, everything out. Because, you know, may as well, right? No ibuprofen. What, you have a headache? Anyways, yeah, here. Fucking Pink Laugh was throwing bombs down here. Not vortex bombs, but the fucking haze bomb, which has like 10 million fucking range, by the way. But like, you know, who cares? I guess I'm the evil guy here for saying that, you know, you can just put it further away. You're just drawing our aggro. I see. You don't like me now. You must hate me. No, I'm asking you nicely. Could you put your bombs further away? Okay, I'm gone now. Bye. And now I look like the villain because it looks like I kicked you. Because you couldn't be mature and take criticism. What a dickhead. That's why I don't respect casuals. Half of them don't want to fucking learn, and half of them don't want to fucking take the time to listen. Because it offends them. It impeaches on their freedoms. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. I don't know. My bad. Sorry. There's a reason why I don't type. No, it's a meme. In an animated short, a rage-bait goblin found a lamp, stroke it, and the genie said, "You have one wish." I think I saw that, but that's like ancient. That must be like 7 years old by now. I don't remember though. Oh, cool. Run into the fire because you're dumb. Ow. There's some players that actually don't break the boxes here still, by the way. Like the returning players, oftentimes I'll find that they're not breaking the boxes, and I'm like, what are you doing? I don't say anything, obviously, because, like, it's just, why bother? They're probably gonna get offended. I want to respect them, so I'm not gonna fucking say anything. Plus, the Sparrowlands community is so fucking small that, like, these people will... These words will spread like wildfire. It's really unfortunate. I can't just say things because people will say, oh, but you're racist or you're fucking dick. Uh-huh. My bad. Should I wish to change their word gooning to ibuprofen? Yeah, I remember. Me, they don't walk by the boxes to trigger the slags. Yeah, that's the thing. They don't do anything with the boxes. They don't walk to them. They don't break them. Like, interacting with the boxes is mandatory, but they don't do it. Oh, what am I doing? That's not how you do it. The way to do this room is to, in a duo, you let someone grab the statue and then you let another person, like, bomb. But most people don't know that because Storm taught me that, and, Storm's a genius at this. He absolutely mathed out the efficiency of this, which is insane. I'm gonna do this. What am I doing? What am I doing? I flipped the script on myself because I don't remember. It's absolutely conflicted with my muscle memory right now because I flipped the entire orientation of how I usually do things. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Please don't die to random shock. Yippee. What? Cool. Ah, shoot the tail. Even though I held control for a lock-on. .99% HP, nice. Oh, I forgot, shit. I haven't played Sparrowlands in like fucking months. Man. By months I mean just 1 month. But to make it sound like it's been 10 million years. They taught you about loot overload? Dude, you're fucking... Is this text-to-speech? Or autocorrect? Are you on text-to-speech or are you... You mean, like... What do you call it? Fucking... I call it spawn manipulation. He didn't really have to teach it. Oh, right, I forgot. I'm supposed to bring the fucking statue here. Oops. I'm over here reading chat like a fucking idiot instead of playing the game. Autocorrect. Yeah, he taught me about spawn manipulation, kind of. He kind of, like, gently nudged me towards it. He, like... So... Loot does that. I'm like, oh, now everything makes sense. He, like, said one sentence and it unlocked everything for me. New player unlocked. Unbelievably so. I didn't know the way things worked until he said that one sentence. That was nuts. Also, let me be clear here. And the reason why I'm demonizing Pink Laugh right now is because he represents the entirety of the guild. And you might be like, what does that mean? That's not true. Wouldn't that be the Guildmaster? Well, yeah, normally, but the Guildmaster is not a casual freak and not a dickhead about, like, playing casual, playing, like, super fast. Because Sar is actually, like, one of those fast FSC runners. But, like, a majority of the people in the guild, especially in the Discord, as far as I can tell, they are very, 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 very angry about people who play the game fast. And they're just, they all comment about the same things as Pink Laugh. And I'm like, bro, where do you guys get off on your fucking privilege on being able to complain about not being in someone's lobby? I hate being kicked! Okay, but, like, you're still in your... So when you're kicked, if you didn't know this, because you're not kicked very often, you're actually put into a separate instance of the game. Meaning you still have... You can still continue where you left off. Like, if I'm kicked here, I still spawn here, but, like, alone. So if you're having fun, you know, if you're a for fun player, this shouldn't fucking matter. But I want to play with other people. Okay, so you want to make other people suffer at the cost of your own, at their cost. You want them to suffer for your own entertainment, is what you're telling me. Even though they clearly don't want you there because you're clearly making it slower or more painful for them. The guild is made up of these people who are super privileged, who don't know why they're being kicked, and it's so fucking annoying. I don't really like Vega for that reason, and I've been contemplating leaving, but I'm staying here purely because I want to see how fucking stupid their comments get. They say some really fucking stupid shit. They say some of the most fucking retarded shit I've ever seen in a hot minute. That wouldn't fly in any other game except for this game. They can stay in their fucking echo chamber for all I care. I'm just gonna, you know... Oh, there goes my fucking Dracon. I'm just gonna watch. Even if it gives me an aneurysm, I'm just gonna watch. It'll give me an idea. It's like, you know... To know your opponent, you must study them. And these guys are fucking dumb. Good thing I'm studying the best specimens on planet Earth, huh? Dumb as fuck. Dumb as bricks. I don't respect the casuals of this guild. You couldn't make me. God, they make me so upset. And people are gonna be like, oh my god, why don't you just leave? I just said why. Like, I swear to god, half the time, when it comes to streaming, half the time, it's just like, I will state my grievances, and then I will give my reasons why, and then they'll be like, well, why don't you do the thing that you clearly explained? I guess, you know, you have only audio, you have only video only, you don't have audio? My bad, I guess, you know, I'll say it for the people in the back, because you're clearly fucking blind or deaf. Me when I get the things wrong all the time because I'm retarded. No, my fucking perfect run. Perfect run fucking fucks up the 27. Fucks up, what do you call it? Dracon 3. I will never respect casuals. In this game, at least. Oh, I'm dead. Lol. Vega, is that toxic? No, they're not toxic. They're just fucking stupid. Oh, fuck. I was aiming the wrong way. I was looking at... They're just fucking stupid. They're not... They're like... Toxic positivity, I guess. That's like the word for it. But like, they're not... Look, I like them, but when it comes to casual, they make it their entire personality. Their entire personality is about taking it easy, and it's like, But by taking it easy, don't you realize you're making things hard for yourself? But it's fun. Yeah, but you're also making it hard for yourself. That also means that you're not taking it easy. And by that means you are contradicting yourself. They don't understand that. It's really annoying. But you know, don't let them know that I said that, because obviously I'll get booed and jeered at. I don't think they'll kick me for saying this, because again, SAR is one of the more like competitive FSC players, and he's able to, I don't know, is able to compete with some of the best. I can't believe there's not a fucking command for Brink, but there's a command for Punch. Yeah, don't worry about that. Your secret is safe with me. Yeah, thanks. But yeah, they say some of the stupidest shit on Discord. They don't see it. I don't see it on guild chat, but on Discord it's like ridiculously stupid 24/7. I can pull up some logs. There's a command for bechamel. No fucking way. What? And we don't have one for Brinks. Yo, these people don't fucking play the game. We have a command for Punch, Bechamel, and we don't have one for Brinks. What the fuck? We have one for Garrison now. Yippee. Here, let me... I feel like I can grab, like, a recent chat log that I really fucking hated. Give me a second. It'll take me a while. They say some stupid shit all the time. You hear that? It's my fucking mouse scrolling. Like I would say the moderators of Vega are actually more reasonable. They're not... Well, some of them. I don't really like one of them, but I'm not gonna name names. What the hell? Okay, I don't... Man, I wish I took fucking screenshots, because they're fucking retarded as hell. Please, can I please? Can I see a morsel of retardation on screen? Gray Evans get hacked or something. 10 years of yippee, the OCH DLC is free. Swag is more important. Got the final cat. Congrats on your final cat. I need to fucking search through my Discord to see some stupid ass shit that they post. You know, I kind of envy Mudaim because he's at work, so he never gets to see how fucking stupid the Discord chat gets. I envy you so much. I wish I had a fucking job. These guys, there's so much random shit here. I just want to see the fucking dumbass, stupid comments. Hold on, can I type in kick? Shock them with your sword tone. Certain person who kicks you for being too fast or too slow got kicked for being too sweaty. High standard when it comes to even farming, so yeah, you can very much get kicked. Sweating IRL is 10 times the results of sweating in FSC. Use the money for do something better than a pixel number. Worst that happened to me was to get kicked for dying. Remember getting kicked for breaking a D24 box. Here we go. I had such mixed feelings the first time some guys snapped at me. First, I felt extremely bad for slowing their run down, not asking before. You shouldn't feel bad. Nobody fucking cares. Literally nobody cares. We kick you, we move on. Like, such sentimental types are so fucking dumb. Look, if you're too slow, you can be slow on your own now. Now you're not hurting anybody and you get to play at your own pace and play at your own speed. And now you don't have to, like, again, like I'm saying, these guys derive their entertainment from punishing other people. And then they start playing the victim because, why I'm being kicked for no reason. Except I am being kicked for being slow, because you literally said that. Like, in an inappropriate place where dying was far from optimal. Oh my god, this happened for me, and he unfriended me for that. Sometimes where they are actually open, we just think they are. Because sometimes they open to friends because only 2 are online. I keep my party open to private, which is exclusively guildmates and friends, and this often leads to guildmates randomly joining me. And this is an accident because the game doesn't have an option to start parties in friends only. Or locking it after, like, a certain point. Is it worth doing the prestige on elite? You know what? Why don't we do the prestige? We can do the prestige, but we don't have to do it on elite. You don't have to do it on elite anyways. I did the opposite. I instantly blocked the person after getting kicked. Because sometimes they open to... This FSC stuff gets serious. That's why I never play FSC with anyone. Can you believe it? You don't have to play FSC with anybody because you can just play it by yourself. You insufferable cretin. Wrong prestige? Nature of the beast? Man, I can't type fast enough. It doesn't matter which prestige you're doing, by the way. You know, Nature of the Beast, Per Terror, Compound 42. It doesn't affect any of... It doesn't affect drops of the enemy loot. It only affects the boxes. And if you're really, like, if you care about... Oh, event prestige? I don't know. Some people on fucking Vega Discord have been telling me that, like, difficulty affects the drop rate, or the depth affects the drop rate of the boxes, or books. But, like, that's all hearsay, and, like, at this point, you're just kind of min-maxing 0.01%, so, like, who the fuck cares? Just play it on Elite. Just play it on Elite, dude. It doesn't really matter. After all, you're only killing black cats, right? So it doesn't really matter, does it? It's why I never play FSC with anyone. I don't know a single strat for it. That's not a fucking flex, by the way. That's not the flex you think it is. Not knowing a single strat despite playing for years is literally not a flex. It shows an inability to learn and an inability to adapt. And by being stubborn, it means you're just that much amazingly stupid. Could you believe it? And I told this is the same guy who's like, I soloed Ice Queen Lair for like the 80th time. And I'm like, cool, good for you. But like, you know, Darkfire Vanaduke would be easier too, you know, if you learn the strats for it. Because, you know, it really is. It's just that. But like, he doesn't want to do that. Because he doesn't want to learn strats for anything. Like, bro. This Prestige got Arena? Yeah, the Prestige does Arena, but it's also not really worth doing because it's electric themed. So it's really easy to die. Still ingrained in me now to ask what kind of run it is. If they really wanted the speedrun to be a private party. Again, not everybody adds everybody that they see. Because oftentimes, in my experience, Adding people who do Firestorm Citadel ends up leading to people who just end up joining at D27 or D26 just to leech loot. These guys are just people trying to hitch a real quick, like, 3k off of other people's hard work. Or 1k, I should say. 1k CR. That's what a token's worth. It's really not that it's not that hard to believe. There are people who will just there are a majority of people who will just leech off of you because it's easier. Which is why I don't add people. It's not worth it. I don't add people because there are a lot of leechers on this game. Waste of my time, you know? I love to comment on these people, but I do not want to have high blood pressure. These typically have a high standard when it comes to even farming, so yeah, you can very much get kicked from there quite easily. Yeah, speaking of which, I unabashedly have a high standards, because after a certain point, if you're breaking boxes at D24, you're breaking them for shining crystals. You're retarded for doing that. If you have 5-star equipment and you're breaking it for shining fire crystals, you're not helping your situation here. You look incompetent. And you know the reason why? It's because if you have 5-star gear, why do you need the 4-star crystals? Like, not that hard to believe that you don't need them. Not right now, at least. You can go, if you really cared, you could just run, you could run for 4-star crystals anywhere else but fucking Vanaduke. Not my problem. Go run pubs somewhere else. Right? More fish in the sea. So why is kicking so offensive to them? Right? They tried to make me feel bad by, you ruined a 12-minute run. I'm so done with runners. Okay, well, I mean, that runner is, like, literally a fucking idiot. I don't know. So solo invite whoever you want. Doesn't the party remain closed or something? That's the thing. You have to add people. But most people are dickheads. I feel like I'm explaining how much more depth there is to the conversation in speedrunning. And it's really fucking annoying. Because these people are so unbelievably dumb. Assholes are usually confined in their own small, shitty, toxic bubble. Hard to enter unless you're also like that. I feel like a lot of people know strats and end up being fast anyways. If I see you breaking boxes on D24, I know what to expect. If I see you run on fucking specs, I also know what to fucking expect. Yeah. It's really not that hard. Something I hate is people acting like they know what they're talking about, but die asked to get sparked or come last and are mad slow. Acting like they know what they're talking about. Die asked to get sparked. Hey, I remember that. Yeah, you told me about one guy who was specifically being a dickhead about, oh, you must use, you can't use Mask or Wraith. The clown makeup. Speedrunning FSC is useless. Just go lock in IRL and make some extra money. Me when I'm unemployed because I'm being replaced by my fucking, my country, and my people don't fucking want to bat an eye. Not even my mother fucking knows about how the government is replacing younger men by importing illegal immigrants like Indians. And by illegal immigrants, I mean visa immigrants, which are, you know, by definition legal, but not quite. Tell us how play this level, and we play each day all the time. Right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, you know, like, it feels like you don't know what you're doing, Mr. Guy who's clearly clad in C tier, high, or C tier max. Yeah, you clearly don't know what you're doing, C tier max player. You clearly don't know what you're doing. Let me tell you how to do. But yeah, the guild makes being casual their entire personality. It's very annoying. I will point out this guy because I never see him online anyways. Cobra. Cobra is a particularly bad, like a super casual. I call him a super casual, but he's like a fucking super nerd, I should say. You know, because like this guy was like, he's a elitist about completing certain things a certain way. Like, he really dislikes it when you speak negatively about a fucking weapon. He talks about, like, Sobek like it's a fucking real woman. And I'm like, dude, I'm just saying it's worse than the options that you might have available to you. You could have other options. It's not that hard to believe that a weapon could be worse in Warframe than another weapon. You have like 400 of them. Holy shit. Just do full arcade if FSC is too hard. Right? These people will insist upon you. They will insist their truths upon you and tell you that you are a... I don't know. What names? Tryhard. Sweat. I don't know. They'll say all kinds of things, whatever it means to what do you call it? Undermine your argument. By making you look less like an authority figure, and by doing that, they make themselves look better because you're worse than someone who is just a normal person. You kind of pick this up too in like in politics, how people will make fun of you directly to ruin your credentials so that you look less trustworthy. What do you call it? Poisoning the well? I think that's what you call poisoning the well. But yeah, I've been trying to like help people in the guild, but like I can't fucking speak out because like Cobra in particular is like a dickhead, and he doesn't like it when I'm like telling people this weapon is bad, or you know, you don't want to play this way because it's not efficient. This guy's a dickhead. And then another reason why I don't trust anybody in the guild. More than half of them are like that. It's very few rare instances where like there are people like Madame who were like, you know, actually good at the game, or who actually like communicate. Very, very rare. Like they're unicorns. That's right, Madame, you're a unicorn. Yo, congrats. Congrats on that shield. Let's take a look. Is there anybody wearing the funny HoloLight stuff? Nope, because that's cool, you know, that's some cool casual wear. How about this? Nope, that's a sarong. Because, get it? A sarong actually looks good. Let's take a look at this. Miss Melissa, what about you? Nope, you're using draped armor. Because, you know what? That's a dress. How about Sashim? Sashim is using the roguelite. Using the new... Why do you look like the fucking... Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Fantina? Is that her name? Fantina? That gym leader? Pokemon DPP Fantina. Yeah, that's her name, Fantina. Why do you look like Fantina? If they took out the funny perky plume, they... Yo, you know what? Someone should make a fucking cosplay of Fantina, because it's possible. Take, like, the fucking Valiant Visor, and get rid of the perky plume. Go for prismatic pom-pom plumes and prismatic pigtail plumes. And go for purple. Go for, like, a disgusting purple, like, Snookum poop. Like this guy. Go for a purple like this guy. Someone should be Pokemon DPP, Fantina. You could join the Exceeds, totally not trying to recruit you. I'm not gonna... Like, again, I want to stay in the guild just so I can see, like... Like, I still benefit from being in Vega. But these people are just... I'm not going to go to Exceeds because I don't know if the grass is greener. And I don't want to know if the grass is greener because I know for a fact that, like, 90% of the community plays, like, a bunch of casuals. They play, like, baby's first video game. Why would I ever want to... You know, this brings me back to another story. I guess one more story before I, like, log off. And call it a day for the stream. I was invited to go live with a viewer of mine because my living circumstance was so fucking awful, and it still is, by the way, because I don't have a job. I was invited to go live at the UK. My viewer's 10 years old. He doesn't know any better. I tell him no because that's fucking stupid. But also, like, I don't know if his living situation is any better either. Now, this is me at the time who didn't know anything about what was going on with the UK government. Fast forward a few years later, the UK rape gang inquiry pops out. I'm gonna post it in chat. Again. In case of, you know... Shit, where's the UK rape gang inquiry? Oh, fuck. Wrong. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, as it turns out, it was not good in the UK, and it was a good thing that I avoided not taking my viewer's offer. Not like I wanted to, because again, job prospects were also not going to be better anywhere else, because everywhere else is suffering from the same liberal issue. That is, import immigrants. We're running out of people to work in our places because our people won't reproduce. And when these immigrants inevitably have to fucking get deported because they're all raping women, what now? That's right, they're gonna have to start hiring legal-born people, real patriots, real people, and pay them real living salaries. And you would be like, what do you mean by real living? They weren't paying them real living salaries because they were Indians. And by Indians, I mean Muslims, Indians, Islamics. Doesn't matter. They're not being paid real fucking salaries because they're all set. Did you know that 70% of the money was being cycled out of America? That's right, because the fucking they're funding their families back home because they're not giving back to the fucking system here. Wow, that's crazy. Tell me more. It's like importing immigrants was a mistake. But you know, my mom will tell me that I'm fucking racist, or not racist. She'll tell me that I'm lazy and I'm not doing any work. Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why I can't find work. Oh boy. Where is the key? Fuck it. Go gambling. Alright, that's the rest of the stream. Have a good day. Please consider following, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Check out the YouTube, check out Twitch, check out the Discord, etc. Bye!